Hello, and welcome to the Healthy Life with Kimmy podcast, your go-to source for all things related to healthy living and well-being. I am your host, Kimmy Nunnally, and I'm so thrilled that you are on this journey with me. I am on a journey to a healthier and happier and more vibrant life. Also, please check out my YouTube channel, Healthy Life with Kimmy, where we have discussions, interviews, and practical tips. We also have the free email list so you never miss when I go live. I hope you enjoyed this episode and welcome again where fit is the new it. Hello, and welcome to Healthy Life with Kimmy. Well, hey guys, today I'm talking about me being a human garbage pail. That sounds kind of extreme, right? A human garbage pail. And then after I finish talking about what it is, ask yourself, am I a human garbage pail? So what do I mean by that? When you think about all the food that is cooked, and a lot of times there's extra, right? And they're like, give it to Jimmy, give it to Kimmy, she'll eat it. You know, if you scrape in the bottom of a pot, someone's made a big meal, and you at the end of the chili, you've already eaten your regular meal, but it's that little bit that's left over. Do you eat it? I know sometimes I will. Or you're eating off your child's plate or your husband's plate, and you're like, that little bit that's left over. All of that equals calories. When we've already eaten our meal and now we're eating the extra that's left over, so you don't put it in the real garbage dump or the garbage pail, you become the garbage pail. Have you ever thought about it like that? A lot of times, even as children, your parents are like, don't leave anything on your plate. You need to eat everything. Has that ever happened to you? Where, you know, your mom or your dad or friends or wherever, and they're like, no, you can't throw that away. You got to finish it. You got to finish every single thing on your plate. Well, you might not even be hungry, but because they don't want to put it in the regular garbage or save it for the next day, you become the garbage, the human garbage dump. It can happen while you're tasting food. Have you ever cooked a meal and you're making spaghetti and you're tasting this meat sauce and you're tasting the meat, and by the time you finish tasting, you've completed a whole meal? Has that ever happened to you? And then by the time the actual dinner is ready to be served, you're not hungry because you've already eaten. You've been tasting the pasta to make sure it's done. You tasting the meat to make sure it's seasoned properly. You're tasting the pasta sauce to make sure it's seasoned properly. So now you've already eaten one whole meal. If you took a little piece of the garlic bread or waiting on the chicken, and you like, oh, let me make sure this fried chicken is baked and cooked, seasoned correctly, is what I'm trying to say. And then you've already eaten that too. So you done ate the salad, you done ate the tasting that, make sure it's seasoned. You didn't, you know, if you put some salt and pepper on your salad, you've tasted the chicken already. You tasted the pasta sauce, the garlic bread. You tasted all of those components. And now everybody else is ready to sit down and eat. And you're still eating a whole nother meal. So my point is, though, are you a human garbage pail? And again, myself, I can admit, yes, I have been a human garbage pail. Another example, the bag of chips, that last little bit. It's like, I can't throw that away. I have to eat it. So now I'm pumping up the bag or, you know, dipping it up like that. And I'm finishing off the bag of chips with several left in there. I've already eaten a serving, probably 2. And now that last little bit, the crumbs or whatever, pouring it in your hand or lifting the bag up to the back of your head like that. You know, so all of those things add extra points to us. And another one, y'all, this is so crazy. I know y'all feel me, though, if you like fried chicken. So my husband doesn't eat all of the chicken. I always say, you don't know how to eat no chicken, so he'll pick off whatever he's going to eat. I'm like, give me the rest of that, because I love fried chicken. So I'm like, you don't know how to eat that chicken. You know, some people know how to eat the marrow of the chicken and the bones, and they get the crunching and all that knuckle part or whatever. I don't do all that, but I do. But I do like to finish the chicken, and I'm like, you ain't finished that, so give me that. So another thing, that's another way I'm acting as a human garbage dump. And if that last cookie, you got 3 or 4 cookies, everybody ate some, and there's 2 more left. You don't want to put 2 in a baggie. So what do? What do? I eat it. So now again, I'm a human garbage dump. You know, so same thing, like I said, we already talked about when you're cooking, if you got that last little bit left in a bag or something, bag of chips, couple cookies, whatever. I'm trying to work on not being a human garbage dump. If I'm full, if I've already eaten, if it's a couple left, I'm going to just put it in a baggie. It can sit there till tomorrow. It is not going to kill me to put 2 cookies in a baggie versus me eating it. And now I'm extending myself out this way physically, my body, you know. I'm trying to shrink down. So those cookies sitting there, which I ain't really buying that many cookies right now, but I got to thinking about that. And even like as a child, treats your parents would often give you, maybe sometimes, food instead of a hug. You know, that's how they nurture you. That's how they take care of you. So all of those things, whether we know it or not, adds on extra calories. So the next time somebody's cooking something or wants you to taste something or something's left in the kitchen, you know, in a bag, a little extra cookies or extra chips or something, I'm going to try not to eat it. What you going to do? What you going to do? Try not to eat it, y'all, because it's so tempting. And again, you hear stuff like, well, people are starving over in Africa, or people need that food over in Russia. And that's true. That's true. But right now, we're not in Africa, unless you're watching this video in Africa, or Russia, unless you're watching this video over in Russia. But if you're sitting right here in the local United States, yes, there are people that are starving, and we need to not waste food. But instead of wasting it, are you putting it in your own body to a detriment to yourself, you know? So all those extra calories, extra meals, extra this, extra that, that adds up. So then in turn, you got to go to the hospital because your blood pressure is too high, you know, from eating all the chips. Or your diabetes number is too high from eating all the sugar and the cookies. You know what I mean? So that was just something that was on my mind. So I have been a human garbage dump. So along your journey with your weight loss or whatever, I wish you much success. I am doing WeightWatchers, so I have room on my plan for a cookie or two. Not a big deal. Whatever plan you're doing, if it's paleo or whatever, you know, it doesn't matter what plan it is. But when you're cooking and stuff, again, sometimes you'll tend to be the human garbage dump. So don't let other people put that on you too. It is so funny. One more thing, guys. Sometimes it's the skinny people or the people who don't have no weight problem. They figure, oh, give it to the big girl. Oh, give it to the big guy. They'll finish it off. They're not finishing it themselves, but they want you to do it. You ever had that happen? They figure, oh, you'll eat it. Like the old commercial for, I think it was Chex cereal, Mikey. He'll eat anything. Well, no, we're not eating anything. Now we're trying to be more in tune with what we're putting in our body. And it's not rude to tell someone, no, thank you. You know? Oh, let me get you another piece of pie. I made this for you or for this dinner tonight special occasion. No, thank you. If you don't want it at all, you don't have to eat it. If you do want it, and it's within your, you know, diet plan, regimen, whatever you're doing, sure. But don't feel obligated to eat something because someone made it. You know, I've had that happen. I've been in somebody's house again, and they say, well, I made this, and I really want you to have some or have another. I've already had one. Now they want to give you another. And again, it's out of love, right? But you could love someone to death. And we're talking about our health. So we don't want to be loved to death with our health. So again, if somebody, you know, if somebody offers you something and you just don't want it, say no. You're fully grown. You get the right to choose. Just say no. Okay? Well, until next time, this is Healthy Life with Kimmy. I wish you much success on your journey. And I ain't being no human garbage dump no more. And you don't have to be either. Okay? They can put it in a real trash. They can put it in a baggie. But it don't have to go in my mouth. Okay? Well, until next time, guys. Bye. We thank you again for listening to today's episode of Healthy Life with Kimmy's podcast. We invite you also to join us over on our YouTube channel. Again, Healthy Life with Kimmy. And don't forget to sign up for free emails where you again will receive tips, tricks, and always be notified when we are going live. Well, thank you again, and we wish you much success. Don't forget, fit is the new it.